Today we're going to look at my art travel kit for 2025. These are the things I'm going to be taking with me on my hauls. Hello and welcome back to a kooky corner of YouTube. Today I'm packing up some bits to take with me on my holidays, and I thought you might like to see what I've put together. Now, if I am holidaying in this country, I tend to take a whole host of things because if you can, you will, if you know what I mean. So I'll take crochet, I'll take stitchery stuff, I'll take a whole host of things that I can make and create with. Well, it's a little bit different if you're going on a plane. As you know, you've got a certain weight limit, so I've got strict instructions that I can't take too much. That being said, I think I've managed to pack quite a bit into the 2 cases that I will be taking with me, so I'll go through and show you exactly what I've put in each one. This year I am doing the index card a day again. I did it last year and I was on holiday at the same time last year as well, strangely enough. So this year I am doing the index. It's a Daisy Yellow's index card a day. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to have a look at. So that has kind of focused the things I need to look at. Now the first week is drawings, and the second week is, I think it's mixed media, but I'll go through that when I get to it. So without further ado, let's have a look at the first case. I opened this one first because this has got the starting card for the index card a day, and I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about. It's kind of shiny, this. I've got things falling out of here already. I have packed this in. It's a bit like Jenga. Everything's got a place. So let me make sure that that doesn't all fall out. Okay, so let's start with the index card a day. So this is my first card that I've created. We create covers for things. So this is the cover for the index card a day, ICAD. Can't even spell anymore. And this is my 2025 set. And there are 61 cards altogether because it runs through the month of June and July. So my focus is to make cards for this on my journeys. It makes it kind of easy because it's only a small piece. It's an index card size. I think you can go up to 6x4 or something in the sizes, but these are smaller than that. In fact, let's do a measure. So it's 5x3, yeah. So it's a bit smaller than a 6x4, if you hadn't got that already. So what happens is, for each couple of weeks, you'll get some themes. You'll get a theme for the week. You'll also get prompts for each day. So the themes for weeks 1, 2 and 3, I've already got and printed out. So it's the 1st of June to the 7th of June, and then so on and so forth. So the first week is drawing, mark making, pen, pencil and marker. And second week is mixed media, and I also go into the typography and found text part just a little way. So I need to take a fair few things with me. And that little spot there is where my index cards and all the spare cards are all in there as well. So all the empty ones, they're all in there ready to be filled up. So that is my working area. Now, because I also take a sketchbook, I found that this one fits in really nicely. So it's this little one here. Well, I've marked it somehow on the front. Never mind, that's fine. So this little one here is my sketchbook for the week. I'll have to try and protect that a little better. And then on the top of that, I've got my little circle maker. What I take with me everywhere. It's a little compass, and you can create circles of any size. I do use quite a few circles in my work, so that's why that is in there. This is an interesting thing. It's a little phone stand. It's kind of like a plastic, really cheapy plastic one, but it's helpful if I want to like prop my phone up, or if I want to prop up a reference photo on there as well. and that is just so easy to take away and very lightweight, so it's perfect for my phone and also for, as I say, standing up references. In this bit as well, I've got two little glue spreaders because they're just fitted in there nicely, so I popped them in. Over on this side, let me put that under there because that's come out of the other side. I have got two of my favourite pens. These are waterproof, so pretty good for lining, pretty good for lettering. And these are the Uniball Vision Elite. So I've got two of those just because. In this little one, I have got my Mini Mister. That's just adding water to things because some of the things I've got I can add water to. I'm not taking watercolours this time, which is unusual for me. I usually have watercolours, but not this time. This one is a chrome marker paint pen. I love this. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. It's very shiny, very glittery, and perfect for just adding a few details into things. That's coming as well. I've got my Molotow all-in-one acrylic marker. This is a black one, good for marking bigger areas. And then I've got a little Mono Zero eraser there as well. That fitted just down the side there quite nicely. I have got a Derwent water brush. It's quite a thick boy, this one. But it's good for getting backgrounds down. I'll show you what I'm going to use it with when I get into my other case. I've got two cases, so pencil cases, that is, not big cases. Oh, I've done that one. That's the Elite. So that's all done in that side. So turn it over. And I've got a Posca pen. It's a really fine tipped Posca pen that's good for writing, lettering and stuff with. So that's gone in there because it wouldn't fit in my other one. And then in here, I've got, underneath all this foam, some pencils. So I've got some really cheapy pencils. Well, I say cheapy, they're the Chameleon Dual pencils. I've had these for quite some time and they're really nice pencils, but I don't want to take away anything that I'd worry about losing. And I would definitely worry about losing some of the pencils I've got. So these are things that I can take away with me and I'd be not happy to lose them, but they are things that, you know, I could live without if I needed to. So I've got some dual-ended pencils, which are very handy because that means you can take less pencils with you. It's simple. I've got two rainbow pencils. I have got, that's another dual-ended one. So in those 5 pencils, got 10 colours. I've got my Caran d'Ache blue and red pencil, which is one thing that I always take with me. I have got a fluorescent green Caran d'Ache pencil. I have got a Papermate mechanical, really cheap, one of those non-stop HB pencils. And this here, come out, is a Gioconda white coal pencil, which is really nice sort of highlights and stuff. And then I've just got quite a thick uni pen. It's got quite a thick tip on it. I don't know if you can see that there. And that's great for kind of outlines and stuff. So that's all in there. And that goes on top of there to kind of stop it from rattling around too much. I've got bits of foam to protect the tips of the pencils as best I can on one side, should I say. And they're all in this Chromaflow tin. I had this left over from some pencils that I had from, I think it was Scrawler Box. And the pencils are all been separated out into colour-coded boxes. This is quite handy. So that sits in there quite nicely. Then I can put my little white pen on top of there, flop it over. I've got my pens at that side. And let's see if I can thread this back in without damaging that front anymore. To put a sticker over that now. The index cards go in there really nicely. I've got my 2 spreaders, my glue spreaders, and my phone stand. And then let's see if I can slot that there like that. That's perfect. So that all fits in there really nicely. Just close that up and it will just about zip. Oh, see, this one I always wants to escape. It just slots down the side there, but it will close, she said, like so. So that's the one pencil case. It's not quite as big as the second one, but I'll go through that now. So this is my second pencil case. I have got 3 of these beautiful Kipling pencil cases. They are so handy and I can fit a whole ton of stuff in these. Just not quite enough to fit everything in, but I think you'll agree with me when you have a look that I've packed a fair bit in it. Okay, so we're into the meat of it now. Because it's mixed media, I've decided not to go watercolour way, because I could have taken a tin of watercolours, but I'm really not wanting to work too much with wet media. So what I have done in the way of wet media is these Tombow pens. I've got 6 Tombow pens that I've picked out. I went through the colours and picked out the ones I wanted. These will work with water, so that I could actually scribble them onto a piece of plastic, and then I could use my Derwent watercolour brush in order to get some background if I really wanted to do something with watercolour. So that's those there. Next to it I've got a very, very cheapy ballpoint pen, but it is a thicker ballpoint pen, so it does a thicker line. It's I don't know if it says on it. Yeah, it's a 1.6mm, so it does come out quite, can you see that? It's quite a bold line. I really like that. I like the thicker ballpoint pens. And you can do a whole lot with a ballpoint pen, so it's always handy to have one of those in your stash. I've got a gold and silver Uniball Signy in a glittery pen. That's nearly running out. I'm going to have to replace it soon, but it's plenty enough for my holidays, so that'll keep me going. I've got a little brush there that fits perfectly into there. This is one of my mainstays. I absolutely adore this. It usually lives in my inks pencil case, but I went through that and I thought this is really the only thing I need to take out of there, so this is coming with me, and it's my carbon pen. It is beautiful. I love it. It's a platinum carbon pen, and once it's dry it is waterproof. I can add water over the top of that, so that's coming with me for mark making. I'll show you, I've got the cartridges as well, 2 more cartridges in case it runs out. So that's that side. On this side I've got 5 of the souffle pens. These are the Jelly Roll souffles, and they are kind of iridescent. Well, they will be when it gets going. It just takes a bit to charge it up. But these dry, and they dry with a beautiful shine on the top. They kind of stand away from your piece. It's not really showing up as one on there. Let me try a different colour. But I love these, and I'm using them in, because it's mixed media, I can use all different kinds of things. Yeah, they're really nice, so I like those. So I picked out 5 of those to come with me, and they are sitting quite nicely next to these G2s, my Pilot G2s, the fluorescent ones. Absolutely adore, love these. If you've been here for a while, you know my love of fluorescents, and they're just so nice to draw with. I love them. I like colouring with them. I like shading with them. They're just great. So fluorescent for me is a big win. Let me just push that back in there. They're very tightly fitting, but perfectly secure. Okay, so that's those 2 sides. And then we get into the big section at the back. Now this has been a big Jenga game, basically. So I've got my kneadable eraser in there. I have got some magic tape, which is, it's like a sellotape, but you can draw on it. And I've got some empty washi tape as well for if I need to stick things down. Next to that, I've got my Swordfish triple pencil sharpener. I don't think I've got anything as big as that, but it's very handy to have it all in one place. So we've got usual size, we've got a colour pencil size and a jumbo. The jumbo, I think, will take things like neo colours and things like that, pencil crayons. I think woodies may even go in there, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a real workhorse. It's coming with me. I cannot travel anywhere without a little bit of glitz, so I've got a Crafter's Companion glitter glue in colour Lily, and this is my favourite brand, which is the Stickles in a Sunburst. So they just add a little bit of sparkle, along with the silver and gold pens that are in the other kit. So, or are they in this one? No, they're in this one. Forget where everything is. I have also got a little Derwent soft art eraser as well. A little tub of Mod Podge matte medium that would be good for something else I'll show you in a minute. A fluorescent pen. It's one of those like text marking pens. And a pink one, but I use those in my artwork. I have got an Ahuhu acrylic marker, which was gifted to me by Barbara. Thank you very much, Barbara, along with all the other lovely things you sent me as well. But this one is coming because it's the only one I could fit in. Sadly, I wanted to bring all of them, but this one it's like a fluorescent yellow, which is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. You can see I like my fluorescents. Right, that is the ink cartridges for that carbon pen I was telling you about earlier, that one that sits there. So they're in there as well. And then I have got this Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in white, which is opaque and is great for lettering. So that's gone into more pens. This time these are the Papermate Inkjoy gel pens, which are again great for colouring in. So I've got these picked out a variety of colours that would work. I love the yellow in this actually. It's kind of like a golden yellow. It's beaut. So that's coming with me. I'm going to put all these back in later. I've got a Yoo-Hoo glue stick. So along with my Mod Podge, I've got a glue stick as well. I had 2 glue sticks, but I really couldn't fit them in. And I thought, why am I taking 2? I just need 1. And the rest of the bottom half of this is taken up with my love, which are the tempera paint sticks. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 10 of them out of my stash because they're really good for getting backgrounds down quickly. So you can quickly get a background down and look at the effect over the fluorescent. Look at that. So the fluorescent kind of resists it on the pens. I think it's great. I love the effects of that. So I picked out, as I say, 10 of those. They've taken up quite a bit of space, but they are well worth it. So that's the contents of the second case. Okay, so a couple of other things I'm taking with me, just because I can slot them in and they're not going to take up too much room. One of them being a little wallet with some collage papers in, because I'm going to include collage in my pieces. And I've also got some round-ended scissors that look a bit worse for wear at the minute, so they need a bit of a clean. But once I've cleaned those up, perfect. And they are going, as I say, in this little wallet. And that all will fit in nicely in a little crevice somewhere and doesn't weigh too much. The other thing I have got that I'm taking with me is this. It is a Pet Room dog water dish, which does perfectly for either containing little bits that I can pick from or a water section if I want to rinse off things, if I'm using the brushes for any reason. This is great for that. And it folds down flat. Perfect for travelling. Now, the only other thing that I really want to take with me is my little Pooly printer, which is this little Android-y parroty printer. Tiny little wee thing. It's got a little beak. It's just a fanciful beak. It doesn't really do anything. It kind of sits on there like that. It looks like a parrot. But it's a really cool printer, and it will print off small pieces like I have stuck on my cards. This is another roll of the sticky tape the sticky label tape that goes in there as well. Really handy for when I'm doing my index cards, so I can put on the back lists of prompts and things. So I've got a little reference later on. It's got a little charging cable that fits underneath there. It's not too heavy, so that can all go in there like so. Put his beak back in there. He's got a detachable beak, and then that goes in there to protect it. And that will go in my carry-on, not in my carry-on, in my checked luggage. So it's all in there, like so, and there. So that's my kit for going away. I could have taken the bigger printer. It just takes up so much room that this is ideal just for taking away, and it fits in perfectly. So that's my kit. Are you going away and taking stuff with you? I'd love to know what you take away with you, if there's anything specific that you have to have. I've had a complete change around of what I'm taking with my stuff this year, simply because I am doing the index card a day, and I won't have an awful lot of time for making anything else because it's going to be quite a jam-packed break. So that's enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed having unpacking my cases again for me and having a little look at what I'm taking. And I'll be back here very, very soon with something else. Bye for now.